Hello, guys, and welcome back to Discover with Pharrell. I'm so glad that you're here today. Thank you for your subscriptions. Thank you, my family, for being here and for the support that you have shown this channel. I appreciate so very much. And if you have not subscribed, please go ahead and do so. Subscribe so that we can benefit as a whole family. Please like this video before we continue. Let me give you a chance to like this video, give me a thumbs up because it really helps my videos. And of course, when you see those ads running, please make sure you watch them for at least 30 seconds. It also helps my channel. Thank you so very much for this far. We thank God. And today we have another video, another Discover video, another interesting video, and it's gonna benefit those people who are planning to come to the USA, those people who have been given a visa, those people who are relocating here with an immigrant visa. Because in my last videos, I've talked about immigration to the US and the type of visas that you can immigrate here with. And today I'm going to talk about those people who immigrate here with the immigrant visa. That means you're coming to stay over here, to live here, to study here, and all those things. And so, if you're booking one-way ticket to the United States, today I'm gonna talk about some of the important things that you should do or you should know when you first get here. So, are you ready for that? Please like this video so that we continue. Please subscribe. And so, after you do all the preparations, after the visa interviews, after your medicals, after everything, and after your visa has been stamped, now it's time to come over here. And so many people get confused, of course, when you come over here because you don't know where to start. It's a new country, new rules, new environment, new weather, everything is new. And of course, for those people who have not had not traveled before, there's a lot of culture shock, right? Because you're coming from your country, wherever you're coming from, to another different setup. And so you have so many things that are very different from what you are used to normally back home. And so today I just want to highlight some few things that you should do so that you can get your life going, so that you don't just stay there stagnant in life and you're not continuing. Because I know so many people who move from their countries and come over here, but they remain stagnant in life. They don't own anything, they don't do nothing, they're just there because maybe they made a mistake somewhere, or maybe they made bad choices. And so your point of entry is whereby, like, if maybe you're coming from your own home country and then you land here in the US, wherever you land, that is your point of entry. Whatever a state you land, that is your point of entry. And so there, of course, they'll check your documents, they'll stamp your documents, and then you'll be welcome to the United States. And of course, if you had a host, they will come and take you to wherever you're staying. And so the most important thing when you arrive here is get your documentations, right? Get your documents ready. So if you're coming here via green card, so apply for your green card, pay for your green card fee. You have to pay for your green card fee, apply for your driving license, apply for your social security, because you cannot work without the social security. And so for me personally, because I came over here with a green card, so I had to pay for my green card back home. Like, before I moved to the US, before I traveled, I made sure that my green card fee is paid. And so when I came here, it only took like 3 weeks, I think 2 weeks, before they sent my card over, you know? So that is one thing. And then after that, when I came here, the second week, we went and applied for the Social Security at the Social Security office. So the Social Security number gives you an opportunity or a chance to look for a job. Okay. And then the other thing is, knowing how to drive, because depending on the state that you get into, depending, maybe you're in the city, maybe you're in the suburbs, so you'll need a lot of transportation because you need to move from your house to where you work. And so here where I am, I needed a car, I needed transport to get from my house to my job or wherever I was working. So a car was, very convenient for me. Back home, I didn't need a car because there was a lot of matatus, there was a lot of public transport, and it was convenient for me to just use a matatu. But over here, I had to use a car. It was a necessity. It's not even a luxury. And so we said one thing, you have to get your green card, then it's good to get your social security, and then you get your driver's license. So if you knew how to drive from whatever country you're coming from, you just because here maybe the rules are different, you have to go to class, or you have to just study the guides and everything, go to the DMV and do some exams, and then go for a road test. They might give you, they will give you a permit whereby you'll be driving with somebody else who have been driving on that in that state for like 2 years or so. And so if you have a permit, you'll be driving with somebody else, so that they show you around, they show you the rules, how the traffic lights work. And then when you're ready, you can just go and do the road test exam. You have your instructor, and then they'll take the permit, and then they'll give you the actual driver's license, you know. And the driver's license here works as your ID. So maybe when you're stopped by the police, that works as your ID. Maybe if you want something, if you're applying for something, that works as your ID, your driver's license. And so those are very, very important things. And so the most important thing here is getting a vehicle here. So if you get a job, you need transportation to go anywhere, right? And so what happens, it's good to go maybe to a dealership, and you can get a low cost vehicle. If it's your first car, you don't need to buy a new car. You don't need to buy a very expensive car. You can just buy something that will take you from point A to B. And so you can just go to a dealership, and then have a plan. If you have some money saved, you can pay a down payment, pay a deposit, and then you can get a car note. So a car note is whereby you be doing some monthly payments, to the dealership, or you can actually go to your bank if you have a bank account. And actually, I forgot to tell you, like, that is also another thing. Like, you also need a bank account. Before even we come to the car, you also need a bank account, because that is where your money will be going. If you need to apply something, they'll need to check a lot of your records with the bank. And so you can go with someone who can co-sign with you, because when you go to the bank, they always require you to have a bill in your name, right? So you can have a bill, you can have some, anything that is coming to your residence, so that they can actually make sure that you live in that residence, you live in that house. And so that's another important thing. You need a bank account. And so I was talking about the car. You can get your bank to sign for you, and when you get when you go buy the car, you can get a loan from the bank. Maybe if you don't have enough credit, someone can co-sign for you, right? Someone can co-sign for you, and then you can get money. And so the bank will just take the title of the car, and then when you finish paying, then they'll give you the title. Alternatively, if you cannot get a loan from the bank, you can just go direct to the car dealership, and then you can get a car. Sometimes you can get a very cheap car, maybe 2,000, 3,000, and you can pay in cash. But maybe if you need like a $5,000 car, you need a $10,000 car, maybe you just need a loan or you just need a car note. And sometimes this dealership will check your credit history. So if you don't have enough credit history, you can get someone else to co-sign for you. Maybe they have a very good credit and maybe they are living with you. Maybe they are your host. They can just co-sign for you and then you get the car and then you'll be paying monthly. You'll be making monthly payments. So a car is very, very important, right? And so after you do all those things, you apply for a job. Uh, and I would advise people like whatever job you get is your first job. You know, whatever you are doing in Kenya, you are a doctor, you are a teacher, you are whatever, just forget about that. That's another culture show because when you come here, just leave everything at the airport, like all that mentality. You're just coming to start afresh, you know. So, like, whatever job you get, if you get a cleaning job, just take it. If you get a caregiver job, and I'm gonna talk about the first job that you can do here. But whatever job you get, just take it because you're going step by step, you know, right? And so that's a very, very, very important thing. Just do that job, and then afterwards, you can upgrade after maybe you go to school. So far, we've talked about so many little things. Get your green card, get your driver's license, know how to drive, train how to drive, go for the exam, and get yourself going. You know, get a job, and you cannot get a job without getting the social security number. So get your social security, apply for a job, and whatever job you do or whatever job you take, just take it. That's a very good start point, and then you go from there. So the success of you staying here in America also depends on who hosted you. Because some hosts will not give you a lot of information. They just want you. I don't know why, but they don't want you to develop. So it depends on who hosts you and how they are directing you. Are they are pointing you to the right direction? Or are they just they're just these people who party every day, and you just come there and then you start living that kind of life? You'll be desperate, and you'll be worse than whatever you were back home. And so it depends on your vision and why you came over here. Don't come to waste your time here. If you just came here to party, you could have just stayed home, because I see some people who are miserable just because they made very bad decisions. You didn't, you just wanted to come to America, but you didn't have a vision, you didn't have a dream. Okay. You come here to suffer, not just because you cannot make it, just because you made the wrong decision. So I would advise you, like, when you're coming, just know where you're coming, and just know your vision and your dream. Okay. And so those are some of the important things. And I cannot end this video without talking about school. Okay. So whatever you are doing back home, okay, whatever you are doing back home, forget about it. Okay. Don't forget about it like entirely. But when you come over here, be prepared to start afresh. Be prepared to start afresh. Some people, depending on what you did back home, you'll be given some credits, you go straight to work, you just do some board exam and you go straight to work. I'm talking about some people like some professions like nursing. If you are a nurse back home, you can just come here, apply for the NCLEX exams, and then you can get to working. So it depends on the career that you were doing back where you came from. And so some careers requires you to just go back to school and start from zero, start afresh. Some careers also, they just come and give you a board exam, and then you get certified to do whatever you wanted to do, or to continue doing whatever you were doing. And so my advice is, when you get here, as soon as possible, if you went to university, I'm talking to these guys who went to college, you went to a university. Go and do an evaluation of your transcripts. So how do you do this? There are so many bodies like World Education Services. They make evaluation of your transcripts. So what happens? You talk to your college back home and you tell them to send your transcripts to World Education Services. Of course, you register an account with World Education Services, and then you tell your college, please send these transcripts to them so that they can evaluate them. And after evaluation, they'll tell you what you have in the American system, right? So if maybe you have a diploma in something, they'll tell you maybe you have a bachelor's in the American system. And so that one will help you when you're trying to join college. Okay, when you're trying to join college, you just go and tell them, this is my evaluation. And the college will be like, okay, you don't need to start from zero. We can actually give you some credits. We can take some off some credits from your transcripts, so that maybe you don't have to do the whole 4 years. Maybe you have to do 2 years, or you have to do 1 year, or you just have to do this and these units, right? So don't just come and just get confused or start from zero. It is good to know what you did out there. Just come here, get evaluated, and then whatever college that you want to go to, just send them the transcripts, talk to them. Information here is power. Don't be afraid to talk to anybody. If you do not want to do, or you do not want to continue with whatever you are doing, because this is America, this is a land of, this is a free country. This is like you can do anything and you can be anything in America. So you are not limited that you have to do whatever you were doing back home or where you came from. You can actually change and do something else. I've seen a lot of people do that. So whatever is inside your heart, whatever you want to do, just do it, right? But just use the right channels, because there's so many opportunities here. It depends on how you embrace the opportunities and how you benefit from them. And so school is very important. School is very important. And of course, not everybody want to go to school. Like there are some people who come here and they just want to work. And so I'll tell you guys in the next video. Please make sure you tune in. I'll tell you some of the lucrative jobs that you can do here when you first come, and when when you're a beginner, and when you just advance to 1 year, 2 years. There are so many jobs that you can do even without going to school. It depends on what you like. Come here, choose your life. That's upon you. I cannot tell you what to do, right? I cannot come slap you and tell you you have to go to school, you have to do this job, you have to do that. It depends entirely on you. And so me, I'm just here to give you information, and then whatever you do with that information is upon you, right? And so it is very good to be informed. It is very, very good to be informed. So make sure that you do those things when you first get here. Move step by step, a step at a time. And do not, this is very important, do not forget the vision that you had. Do not forget why you came, or why you moved from your home country to this nation. Okay? Don't forget your vision. Don't forget your dream. Don't forget why you came over here. After you do that, then everything will be very good. I wish you all success. If you're coming here as a student, if you're coming here to live here, if you're coming here to work over here, I wish you all the very best. If you have any questions, don't forget to shoot them down there. Please don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. And then until next time, I love you guys. This is Discover with Pharrell. Please make sure you watch the next video on the type of jobs that you can do here when you first get here, and as you advance to other levels. Discover with Pharrell. Thank you guys, and have a lovely, lovely time.